Learn to heal yourself. Sometimes we trick ourselves. We feel unhappy, troubled, or scared. We race towards what we think will make us feel better. In desperation, in fear, we grasp for something, anything to stop our pain. Finding that job, making more money, getting married, having a relationship. If I get that one thing I need, then I'll be happy. Then my pain will stop. Sometimes it's true that finding the solution to a problem improves the quality of our lives. Having enough money enables us to fix the furnace when it breaks. Having people in our lives we love and who love us can be an important part of our happiness. Having work to do that we enjoy and we feel is worthwhile helps us feel good about ourselves. But when we're in pain, no matter what's causing it, the way to heal that pain doesn't come from outside ourselves. External circumstances don't make internal emotions disappear. Even if we get what we think we want, the painful emotion we haven't had the strength or courage to face will still be there. The way to heal pain, the only way, is to feel and release it. Your pain is your pain. Your fear, your desperation, your resentments are yours too. All these emotions belong to you. Feel them, learn from them, and then let them go. Walk courageously each step of the path on the journey to the heart. Enjoy what the universe sends you, its gifts, a lover, some money, a good job. But know the ultimate key to happiness lies not in external things, but within you. Feel all your feelings and learn to heal yourself. That is Melody Beatty from Journey of the Heart book. And tonight we are fortunate enough to hear Lolu, Oyedele, and he has the most amazing poetry you could ever hear. So give a warm welcome to Lolu and enjoy the Inspired Word Cafe show. Thank you.
Hi everyone. My name's Lolu. I'm gonna read some poetry for you guys. Really hope you enjoy it. All right, let's get started. This poem is called "To All You Young Poets: How to Avoid Feeling Inadequate." To all you young poets, how to avoid feeling inadequate. Don't read poetry. Just don't do it. Because when you read other people's poetry, you'll be faced with the unequivocal fact that you will never write like them. In that moment, you will feel empty. You will feel like a hollow sky, void of cloud and substance. You will begin to make excuses. It's because I haven't lived yet. So you'll pack your bags and you'll move to England, backpack all the way through Europe, only to discover that before this, you were a hollow sky, and now you are a hollow sky that is backpacked through England. It is an accomplishment, to be sure, but it will not change you as much as you hoped. So you will say, no, it's because I haven't loved yet. So you will love. The women who twirl and the men who sing tenor notes. Your heart will break from holding your hand open too long, from trying to tame the wind, from being a hollow sky. And you will realize that you were just that. And now, heart-broken hollow sky, that has backpacked through England. It is an accomplishment, to be sure, and it has changed you, but not as much as you'd hoped. So you will contemplate suicide. Practice your neat handwriting. You will stare at the ceiling and then the stars. You will feel the cosmos within you. Close your eyes and imagine your body bursting into a million shimmering stones. You will weep deeply. You will cry the Nile. And then you'll sleep and wake up and realize that it is a new day. The birds are singing and the sun is shining. And it is precisely because you are a hollow sky that you can tell such exquisite stories. Thank you. Okay. Never done this one before. It's something a little short, but it was just like a thought that I had. This one is called Something That Pertains to Both Love and Death. Something that pertains to both love and death. There is a strange inevitability once a certain point is reached. Whether it is the first wrinkle on the back of your hand or the glimmer in their smile. Once you have encountered it, you are completely aware that in what seems like an uncomfortably short amount of time, something will happen to you. And it will either be incredibly euphoric and transcendental or absolutely catastrophic. And you wait to see what happens anyway. Thank you. This one is called relationship goals, in quotation marks. Technique is required to extract the juice from the pineapple. It is prickly, has built a defense mechanism to hide its treasure, its succulent interior. You have to draw it out, caress slowly and speak soft, bat the eyelids a bit and smile. Let it open up, widen and spill a bit. Wait, this is not the end. Encourage it. Tell it that you are here and have always been. Under every blanket of fear, inside every broken dream, you have been echoing in its life from the beginning. Let it blush, make it believe. Let it widen and spill some more, widen and spill, widen and spill, till citrus seeps out of every opening, till it is giving you everything it has now. Gulp, ravage, devour, take your fill. Make a meal out of every rivulet. Peel the ripeness from its flesh and swallow deep. Let its yellow cascade down your throat. Savor it. If possible, let this last a few months. Let it try to fill your emptiness. Let it fail. Then, when it is drained, when you suckle the last of its juicy soul, leave. Do not explain. Let it sit in the vacant space you left. Let it wonder where it went wrong. Thank you. This poem is called Ponderings. I actually just wrote it today. It's like thoughts. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Ponderings. Something about blank spaces intrigues me. Something about the page, something about how we only distinguish letters and meaning because we are so intrinsically attuned to the absence of it. Something about life intrigues me. Something about how it only exists because of the destruction of other life. We live because we destroy. We feed on flora and fauna to propel ourselves into continued existence. Even water contains microbes. We need life to live. Something about galaxies intrigues me. Something about their innate congruence, something about collage and constellation to create anew by combining many parts. Something about body and being and how we aren't really just one thing, are we? We are cells and bacteria in constant negotiation. We are air and water and fiery gut. We are self and politics and parents and each other. I think of this sometimes. Whether this ravenous consumption is worth keeping all of this alive, this galaxy, trying to stay afloat by swallowing the sea before it swallows you. What if we are all that is left of something? What if someone needs to live, What if we are all that is left of something? Someone needs to live to tell the tale. In all those dystopic books, humans always survive the cataclysm. We always claw ourselves from the brink of oblivion just so that someone can say, it existed. I swear, I was there. Maybe that's all there is to it. why we destroy to live, why we create and procreate. Also, someone can say, yeah, they existed. I swear. I was there. Thank you. Okay. This poem is called My Knees Still Tingling. Actually, hold on a second. Oh, crap. I keep saying these copyrighted. Okay. This one is called My Knees Still Tingling. She touched me by accident on the bus. We both said sorry for the awkwardness. But in truth, I meant to say, thank you. Honestly, that's the most human contact I've had all day. I was beginning to lose it. I saw myself in a cage of compressed air, empty space separating me from reality and everyone else in it. But you and your slight trip of the hand brought me back. Your skin told me that I was still here, surrounded by bodies. And sometimes we touch. Thank you. And this is actually my last one. It's called The Things We Must Do. The things we must do. Those homework assignments. Really. Stop watching Netflix. Please. Sing in the shower. Bellow till your voice reverberates off the walls and comes back to you completely different. Read a book about some really important stuff like politics and surviving on a desert island by breaking coconuts open with your hands. Maybe someday you'll need those things. Be brave. Talk to the girl. Oh, don't be creepy. Pick up that heart-shaped stone, even if you'll lose it by the end of the month. Just enjoy how its smooth surface kisses your fingertips, and enjoy the memory of it when it's gone. Call your mom. Talk to your mom. Smile even though she can't see you. She'll know. Pray for Paris. You know, while you're at it, pray for everything else. Just cover the bases. Eat good food, whatever that means to you. Chew slowly. Lap at yourself in front of the mirror. Don't close your eyes. Make a schedule for the week. Try and keep the schedule for the week. Fail at keeping the schedule for the week. Forgive yourself for your failure. Cry in front of your friends. Maybe they need to cry too. Text Sarah. Say sorry. Mean it. Thank you.
All right, welcome back to the Inspired Word Cafe. We're here with Lolu.
Hi.
We're going to rock some sockin'. We're gonna rockin' sockin' day.
Yep. Kicking stuff down.
We're just kicking it down on the rockin' that's over in the sock district, huh? That's what people say that all the time. Okay?
Yeah.
How are you tonight, Lolu?
I'm feeling great, actually. Yeah.
Me too. This is gonna be fun. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for sharing your words.
Yeah.
I've got some more general questions. Really,
Okay.
I want to feel you out a little bit first. Then we're gonna
feel me out.
I'm gonna feel it out.
All over.
You know, and then we're gonna get to some more hard-hitting stuff towards the end. We have a new segment tonight. I'm curious, how did you get started writing?
Okay. Well, I I've been writing for a really long time. I've been writing since I was a kid. I used to love reading, and I think as an avid reader, I almost think that if you're an avid reader, you get that sort of desire to write. And so I've been writing for a while, and then I used to write short stories, and then I just got into poetry one day, but it was pretty rudimentary, you know, roses are red, violets are blue type stuff, you know, the basics. Yeah. And then I stopped writing for a little bit because of like just like a little incident in school, and then I started up again in grade 12 when I came here because I was in a creative writing class, and then it just kept going, I guess. Yeah, I sort of rekindled that for me. Yeah. Right.
Cool. So I mean, I guess sort of in the same vein as that question, who would be some of your bigger influences, whether that's poetry or I mean any other sort of artistic influence?
Okay, that's a good question. I'm really digging button poetry on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like I really like a lot of contemporary artists, you know, Dylan Garrity.
I don't know him.
Yeah, they're just like, you know, American contemporary people.
Cool.
Gante is super cool. Love his work. And then, you know, Keats is always a good one. I love Keats. You know, some of the oldies.
A little romance, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm kind of romantic, you know.
I always liked Keats because, you know, he died so young, right? So I feel like he sort of died before he realized the world wasn't romantic, or wasn't as romantic as he thought it was, like, and so like it sort of has just that always that sort of sad romance to his poetry in that sort of way. Okay, so next one. What was the last book you read?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh man. Blah, 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 blah.
Or recently?
Yeah. It's called. I'm totally blanking. But I did read. I'm super into dystopic novels.
Cool.
So I just finished Margaret Atwood's *Handmaid's Tale*.
Right. Is that and Oryx and Crake is the next one?
Oryx and Crake is
different?
It's separate.
Oh, okay.
That's a separate series. *Handmaid's Tale* is like a standalone.
Right. How was it?
It was great. I thought it was really great. I'm super into gender politics, and *Handmaid's Tale* has a lot of that.
Cool.
So yeah.
Old Maggie Atz. She's,
you know,
she's
oldie but a goodie.
She's got herself into a little hot water in the Can
really?
Lit this year. Yeah, you should look that up.
Ooh, gossip.
Yeah, especially if you are super interested in gender politics. I think it's like directly sort of related to that.
Whoa.
So. All right, so now that we've gotten sort of you know the more general stuff out of the way, we're gonna get into poetry trivia.
Okay.
So we've been doing trivia the last few interviews. I have anyway, and so far our reigning champ has one right answer. So
one.
Yeah. So if you get two,
pressure.
I know.
It's big shoes to fill.
So the first question is going to be generally poetry trivia.
Okay.
And then the next few questions are going to get into a segment I like to call "Who Said It?"
Okay.
Shakespeare or Batman?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be great. Okay, so first question. Is your name trochaic or iambic? I thought about your name with this question in mind.
Trochaic.
Trochaic.
Yeah.
That's one right answer.
That's one right answer.
No one's ever got one right answer out of the gate.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
You ready for the next one?
Let's do it.
Okay, so now we're going to get into who said it, Shakespeare or Batman.
Okay.
Okay. So when I'm gonna say a quotation, and then you have to say who said it, Shakespeare or Batman.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The first one. Hell is empty. All the devils are here. Shakespeare or Batman? It's a tough one, right?
Well, that is actually.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
All right. I mean, I've read a lot of Shakespeare. I'm gonna go with Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. Okay.
2 for 2.
Okay. Yeah. It sounds like. What was that in? Do you know?
I don't actually.
Oh, okay.
I was just looking up quotations that I remembered that would sound vaguely Batman-like, and vice versa.
So does that mean they're all Shakespeare?
No.
Okay.
No, I got some of my favorite Batman quotations in here.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Next question. Or next quotation. How can people hate so much without knowing each other at all?
Batman.
Batman?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where it gets tough, because now you're going to think, is he going to go back to Shakespeare? Is he going to go with another Batman? Yeah. Okay. Okay. That blood should sprinkle me to make me grow.
Shakespeare.
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 I'm not getting him with any of these.
I mean, like, Batman doesn't kill people, so.
But there's blood. You know,
yeah.
He doesn't kill people, but he's laying the snock town.
Sure, but I was thinking, like, in levels of violence, Shakespeare is sort of like up there, right? He's done massacres, you know what I mean? He's like cleared fields.
Yeah.
With people, and like.
It's true. Compared
to Shakespeare, Batman's like kiddie pool, you know. It's swimming in the little waters, man.
I'm just glad Batman's not alive to hear this, see this day. Okay. All right. So next one, Shakespeare or Batman. He was my partner, my soldier, my fault. I'll own that and carry it like everything else.
Batman.
Batman.
Yep.
Man, this guy knows his Shakespeare or Batman.
Batman, apparently. Just guessing, guys.
Okay, so next question. Yeah. We're gonna leave this segment. You swept it.
Woo!
So that's no fun for me at all. So, you know, I really thought I was gonna get you with some of the Shakespeare Batman stuff.
You know what? I know my Batman.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is Lolu? What is your guilty pleasure when it comes to literature or art? Is there anything that you kind of go like, I know this is a terrible, horrible thing, and it's not good, but I love it?
It's gotta have to be super sappy love poems, man.
Yeah.
I can't, like, it's like, oh, her eyes were the earbuds of my flowers. I'm like, okay, of course.
That makes sense to me, because sometimes you write the occasional line in a poem where I go like, only Lolu could have pulled that off, you know? He believes.
Like, it's so cringe that it's good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so my last hard-hitting question here is going to be, who would win in a fight? Raw? Raw?
Raw.
Okay. Or 10 gophers? This is a tough one, I know. Think it through. Take your time. Think it through.
Got to do some math here.
Yeah, get out your protractor for this one.
My mechanical calculator.
Yeah, the quantum mechanical gopher sock calculator.
How much does gopher weigh?
Oh, I'd say these are substantial gophers.
They work out. Yeah,
I think they're 7-8 pounds.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I've weighed some gophers in my day. Believe me.
Okay.
I have. So, I'd say it's a good.
I ain't a betting man.
But
if
you were,
I'd have to go with the gophers. I mean, like, maybe Raw could take out one or two of them, but then as soon as they like start wrapped around his legs and make him fall, and one of those they tied the strings around him like a giant, and he's like, "Oh, get me out of here!"
Somebody needs to animate this.
There's like tiny gophers like strapping Raw down with like Scotch tape.
Like the Lilliputians. What book is that?
Gulliver's Travels. That's it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right, Lolu. So quickly here, I totally forgot I had this question. You seemed really enthusiastic about it. So superpower. What superpower would you have?
Okay, so I've thought about this a lot, and it has to be controlling matter. But hear me out here. Yeah.
Control. I'd like to be completely omnipotent.
It's Superman. It's just doing the thing. It's like, no. So hear me out here.
Okay.
It'll have to be like in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, sort of like an X-Men type thing, right? Because because then I would know intricately the makeup of matter. Like, you would have this sort of like body knowledge about how things are created and how things are constructed. You'd have this sort of like awareness of objects and of space that I think would rival anything.
And I would just make a super suit made out of dark matter, which is everything that's not matter, and defeat you. So
kill you.
Yeah.
Just create a black hole or whatever, man.
All right, Lolu. So where, we're wrapping up here. Where can we find some more of your work?
Okay, so I'm actually in the process of making a website.
Awesome.
It's going to be a Tumblr. Hopefully, I can get it to the IWC thing, and they can like spread it out there. So that should be done in like April, because I'm bad at coding and it's just terrible. But I will get it done.
All right, well, look for Lolu's website at Like April. I think that's late April this year. It comes on the third weekend usually. So.
I didn't say this year.
And until then, you can find more of Lolu's work on inspiredwordcafe.com. You can find us on Facebook. Thanks, everyone, for coming out, and have a good night.